Boom! I'm in the room. It's all kicking off here tonight. It's all kicking off here. I'm not quite sure what's occurring. Something's happened and I'm not sure what. But I know I'm going out. I know my mic's on. Everything's on. We're ready to go. Hopefully you guys are ready to go. Right, tonight, what we've got? We've got a right royal quiz for you tonight. So hopefully you've been brushing up on the old doobly what's it thingy bobs, the royals. It's a fairly easy one. So the Duchess has been putting all these together. So next week, the 14th of March, we have got a Mother's Day quiz. I know it's a couple of days beforehand, but it's all round Mother's Day. So have a look at that. The following week, she's put another one together. It's raining cats and dogs. So it's all about cats and dogs. The following week, the 28th of March, I've got an Easter special. So it's all around Easter. She's put that together. And the 4th of April, we've got a summer quiz. All around summer. Make of that what you will. So, I've noticed there's a lot of people in tonight already. Let's just have a quick look through. Who we got? Brian, welcome from Agadir, Morocco. Wicked. Keith's in the room. Excellent. Catherine, good evening. Dave, good evening. Richard, good evening. Valletta, good evening. Welcome. So, it's all over the place tonight. I don't think, as far as I can tell, it didn't go on YouTube, but I can't see that, if that makes sense. Anyway, along with all the themed quizzes that we've been doing, let me know what type of themed quiz you would like, and I'll ask the Duchess, and I'll see if I can get her to do some more themed quizzes. She said she'll do the themed quizzes, but she doesn't want to do the general knowledge types. So if you've got a theme that you'd fancy watching or taking part in, I'll get her to do that. So we've now got quizzes up to the 4th of April, all scheduled in, all ready to go in the can, shall we say. I know my eyes are always over the place. I'm trying to read what's going on in the chat. Right. Just a heads up, a quick look forward to everyday conversations regarding mental health on Thursday. Yeah, as you know, we go live at 7 o'clock on a Thursday evening with the old everyday conversations regarding mental health. And I've got some people lined up over the next few weeks, and we're going to be covering quite a few different types of topics concerning mental health. We're going to be looking at, in particular, one person that's coming on, we're going to be looking at child suicide and bullying. That's going to be quite a gritty one. We're going to go back in and look a bit more bereavement. We're going to be covering again. We're going to look a bit more into addictions. So I've got people coming on in the next few weeks, and we're going to have some interesting conversations like that. Evening, Corinne. Anybody else out there? So the furthest we've got out at the moment is Morocco. Agadir. Wow, that's way down south. Never got to Agadir. When I was driving trucks, I did half a dozen trips, and the furthest south I got, I think, was somewhere around about sort of Casablanca. But I've been over in Fez, Meknes, Rabat, Tangier, obviously, several times, and had a good time with Morocco. So anybody else further out than Morocco? So, the quiz then. Shall we have a look at the whole quiz? That's what has come up there. Just have a look. I wonder if that, don't know why. Yep, it's all right. I'm talking to myself. First sign of madness. So, don't forget to smash the old like button. It's good to give the like button a bit of a thrashing, as well as popping your comments in, so I can see we've got quite a few people knocking around this evening. Welcome everybody. Right, so without too much further ado, let's have a quick swig of this. Cheers. Are you ready for the old quiz? Here we go then. Hang on. Yeah, right, here we go. Question 1 then. Question 1. Who resides in Adelaide Cottage? I think they use the term cottage fairly loosely. But actually, you're right, it wasn't tea. Wasn't coffee either. I finished my coffee. I thought I'd have a quick snifter. So, question 1. Who resides in Adelaide Cottage? Told you they was fairly easy. Question 2. Princess Anne rode Goodwill in the 1976 Olympics. Which equestrian event did she compete in? What do you reckon to the old behind the scenes look? Is that okay? So, I'm trying to monitor it as well. I've just confirmed that it's not going out on Facebook, which I thought it would. So I need to look into that for next week. But welcome, because you're all on YouTube, which is great. It's great to see. So question 2 then. Princess Anne rode Goodwill in the 1976 Olympics. Which equestrian event did they compete in? Question 3 then. Which member of the royal family has won a silver Olympic medal? Read that again. Question 3 then. Which member of the royal family has won a silver Olympic medal? And this is another look at behind the scenes. Not a lot of behind the scenes tonight. I've taken it out. But I thought I'd just bung it in there for the first couple. So question 4 then. This is a true or false. So question 4 is a true or false. Princess Eugenie is the only member of the royal family to have completed the London Marathon. So true or false? Question 4. Princess Eugenie is the only member of the royal family to have completed a London Marathon. So question 5 then. Which actress played Princess Margaret in The Crown and the Queen Mother in The King's Speech? How are we doing so far? Are you enjoying it? Are they easy? I know they're easy, because I've done it. But I did it without looking at the answers, and I got quite a lot. Quite proud of myself. So, question 5 then. Which actress played Princess Margaret in The Crown and the Queen Mother in The King's Speech? So question 6. Which member of the royal family, if any, are exempt from carrying a passport when travelling abroad? So question 6 then. Which member of the royal family, if any, are exempt from carrying a passport when travelling abroad? Very good question, that. So, question 7. Who wore a hat said to resemble the oversized pretzel to William and Kate's wedding? The hat was later sold and the proceeds given to charity. Just put some long questions to this, by the way. I know who were the first regiment of foot guards. I think most of us know that one. So question 7 then. Who wore a hat said to resemble an oversized pretzel to William and Kate's wedding? The hat was later sold and the proceeds given to charity. Evening, Cheryl. Welcome. You'll have to catch up. Sorry. So, where are we? Question 8. What flower used in Queen Victoria's wedding bouquet has since always been included in the bouquets of royal brides? So question 8. What flower used in Queen Victoria's wedding bouquet has since always been included in the bouquets of royal brides? Scrum half question then, number 9. What royal couple married in 1986? It's got you thinking, isn't it? So question 9 then. Which royal couple married in 1986? And the last question in this round, question 10, measuring 25 feet, which royal bride had the longest dress train or veil? Yeah. So question 10 then, measuring 25 feet, which royal bride had the longest dress or train or veil? That's dyslexia kicking in there. What am I like? Cool. Yeah, drop of the old spicy. So, how do you think you did? Is that a yes? You did all right? So, shall we have a look at the answers? So, yeah, let's go for the answers. Hope you're having a good week, Cheryl. That's from Keith. So, the answer to question 1, who lives in Adelaide Cottage? Adelaide Cottage is in Windsor, is the Windsor residence of the Prince and Princess of Wales and their young family. So young William and Kate live there. So Adelaide Cottage is the Windsor residence of the the Prince and Princess of Wales and their young family. So if you've got that, boom, give yourself the point. I'm sure you all got that one. So question 2 then. The 3-day event. Of course it was. Is that the one where she got thrown off her nag and she went in the hogging? She come over the top, went straight over the handlebars. Yeah. They keep reminding her of that. Have you noticed? Whenever they talk about the Olympics and they go back to that one, they always show Princess Anne going over the handlebars of a donkey, getting wet. So if you got 3-day event, give yourself the point. Evening, Vanessa. So question 3 then. Zara Tindall. Yes. So she won a silver medal at the Olympics. She did. Did very well too. Nearly got the gold. Was very close to getting the gold. So here you go then. The true or false question. Question 4. It wasn't Eugenie. So it's false. It was Princess Beatrice who completed a London marathon. There you go. If you've got Princess Beatrice or you've got false, give yourself the point and the thumbs up. Question 5 then. Of course it was Helena Bonham Carter. Helen Bonham Carter. She was Princess Margaret in The Crown, and she was the Queen Mother in the King's Speech. I'm sure you all got that one. So, question 6 then. It was King Charles III. In the United Kingdom, the monarch does not need a passport to travel overseas because passports are issued in the name of the monarch. The same applies for a driving licence. Evening, Leslie. Welcome. All doing fine so far? Good. Like to see it. So if you've got King Charlie III, actually I might take the Queen because the Queen never had a passport either. So question 7. So it was the other one, wasn't it? It's Princess Beatrice. Wore that funny hat. Wore a pretzel on her head. Blooming great pretzel. What's she like? You see it? Look ridiculous. Still, I mean, that's what it's all about, isn't it? They do wear some funny gear. Have you ever seen the catwalks and the is it London and Paris Fashion Week? Have you seen some of the bizarre things that they put people in? It's crazy, absolute crazy. Especially the blokes, the latest stuff that they put on, quite bizarre. Anyway, let's get on. Question 8. So, Myrtle. That's what I think that is. Yeah, Myrtle. So that's what they put in all the wash names ever since. Is a bit of myrtle in bouquets. And then the scrum half question. If you got Prince Andrew, who's out of favour, and Sarah Ferguson, you'd be right. Yeah, poor old Andrew. You couldn't make it up. You couldn't make it up. Silly sod. So we've got Prince Andrew and Sarah Ferguson. You get the point for that. And the last one. Diana, the late Princess of Wales. Her veil was 25 foot long. Outrageous. So all you've got to do now you know what to do. You've got to pop your scores in a chat box to see how you did. Are you big winners? Is everybody doing very well for this one? Let's have a look. So I've got lots of people joining in tonight, which is great. How did you get 9 out of 19? We've only had 10 questions. 8 out of 10. Excellent. What have we got? 8. Oh, hang on. Let's go in the right place. So we've got 10. Oh, Steph. 9 out of 19. What are you like? 10. 8 out of 10. Really good. 8 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 9 out of 10. 6 out of 10. Well, almost 6. A modest 6. Well, it's over half. It's over half. So that's not too bad, is it? Right, here we go then. Are you ready for the next round? I guess Corinne's a bit on the old slow side again tonight. For some reason, yeah, so, yeah, we've got had the wrong sister. I guess that caught a few of you out, did it? The different sisters. So, right, here we go then. Stephanie's psychic, she knows the next questions. Love it. Not so bad, Brian. Do better in this next round. So, a shock. So, here we go then. Question 11 come out 6 out of 10. Well done, Corinne. So, question 11 then. What title is given to the wife of an earl? So what title is given to the wife of an earl? Question 12 then. There are 2 duchies in England. One is the Duchy of Cornwall. Name the other. So question 12 then. It's getting all funny in the chat. We'll have a look at that in a minute once we get to the next round. So question 12 then. There are 2 duchies in England. One is the Duchy of Cornwall. Name the other. Question 13 then. Which royal palace features a wine fountain in its courtyard? Ooh. Wonder how often they fill that up. So, question 13 then. Which royal palace features a wine fountain in its courtyard? Question 14. In which county is Blenheim Palace? That's a good question. Question 14. In which county is Blenheim Palace? Question 15. From which royal residence was the first ever Christmas broadcast made by King George V to the Empire in 1936? So question 15 then. From which royal residence was the first ever Christmas broadcast made by King George V to the Empire in 1932? Of course, we had an empire back then, didn't we? Now look what we've got. A couple of overseas territories, and half of them don't want to be with us. Could you blame them with this lot what we've got? So, here we go. Question 16. Oh, Who owns vehicle registration EBY 776J, and on what model of car can this plate be seen? Oh, I struggled with that question, didn't I? Get there in the end. So, question 16. Who owns vehicle registration EBY 776J, and on what model of car can this plate be seen? Question 17. Oh. Which house are the following monarchs from? George V, Edward VIII, George VI, Elizabeth II, and Charles III. Trust me, it's not a trick question. So, 17. Which house are the following monarchs from? George V, Edward VIII, George VI, Elizabeth II, and George III. Oh, question 18. Which English monarch reigned for the least length of time? It's a bit like the Prime Minister, isn't it? So, question 18. Which English monarch reigned for the least length of time? So, question 19. What is the name of Princess Anne's country residence in Gloucestershire? That's a fairly easy one. What is the name of Princess Anne's country residence in Gloucestershire? Und the last question in this round. Question 20. How was George, the second Viscount Rochford, related to Anne Boleyn? So question 20 then. How was George, the second Viscount Rochford, related to Anne Boleyn? So, do you love it? Do you love it? It's a great quiz, this. This is a great quiz. So, how are we doing so far? Do you reckon you're doing all right? Cool, that spicy rum's tasty. Goes down well. Right, stand by for some answers. So, question 11 then. So if you're married to an earl, you'd be a countess, not a duchess. So if you've got countess, you'd be right. If you've got duchess, you'd be wrong. So let's see how you did. Did you get that one right? If you did, get yourself a point and a thumbs up. Question 12 then. Oh, it's the old Duchy of Lancaster is the other one. So you've got the Duchy of Cornwall, which is the Prince of Wales. Or no, it was the King, wasn't it? Don't know whether he's handed it over or not. And then you got, who was it? Was it Michael Gove? It was a Duchy of Lancaster? Anyway, if you've got Duchy of Lancaster, you're doing well. Question 13 then. Hampton Court. They've got a wine fountain in the courtyard. Wouldn't mind going and giving that a test. Some vintage claret coming out of that. So if you've got Hampton Court Palace, you'd be right. If you've got anything else, you'd be wrong. So, so question 14. Blenheim Palace is in Oxfordshire. I'm sure you all knew that. I'm sure you all knew that. So, question 15 then. Oh, Sandringham. Sandringham House. That's where King George V did the first broadcast on Christmas Day to the Empire. How many people thought it was Buckingham Palace? Because they'd done it from there and they'd done it from Windsor. But that particular year, they did it from Sandringham, the first one. So we've got Sandringham, doing well, gives yourself the point. Question 16 then. Oh, Charlie. King Charles III owns an Aston Martin DB6 with the licence plate EBY77J. So if you've got Aston Martin, if you've got DB6, you're doing very well. And it was King Charles III. But when he owned it, it was Prince Charles. So question 17 then. Oh, they all come from the House of Windsor. They're all monarchs from the House of Windsor. So George V, Edward VIII, George VI, Elizabeth II and Charles I all belong to the House of Windsor, as does the Ginger Winge and all the others. They're all the House of Windsor. Bit like Game of Thrones, isn't it? So question 18. Lady Jane Grey reigned for just 9 days. So Liz Truss did a little bit better. but yeah, only reigned for 9 days. What happened there? Did they cut her head off or something? She must have been pretty rubbish to only last 9 days. So question 19 then. If you got Gatcombe Park in Gloucestershire, you'd be right. Due to the war. Went to a games fair there. Excellent. So, Gatcombe Park, if you've got Gatcombe Park, you're doing well. And the last question in this round. He was her brother. So poor old Anne Boleyn had a brother. I can't remember how it goes. Was it divorced, married, beheaded, divorced, married, survived? I don't know. Been a long time ago since I did that bit of history. So, add your scores up, pop them in the doobly what's it thingy me bob. Amazing. You've done amazing. Let's have a look, see how we do. Let's go and have a look some of these comments that's been going on in there. I don't know. And what is 6? Well done, Richard. Yeah, so we're doing well. Steph's a psychic. She knows the next questions. So we've covered some of this. Didn't know the 3-day event. Lottery numbers, please, Steph. Yep, definitely. Yes, Steph, I could use a lottery number as well. Yeah, I could do with a win on there. We're a bit skint at the moment. Would love a wine fountain, wouldn't we all? Bit harder, that one. Ooh. Okay. The last round will be easy. Sure it will be. I think she makes them easier as she goes along. Went to a games fair there. Excellent. Due to the war. I just said that to Mum. 7 out of 10. Excellent. 4 out of 10. Doing okay. 5 out of 10. 6 out of 10. 7 out of 10. 9 out of 10 got questions 18 wrong. Question 18 wrong. Oh well. Excellent in that round. 7 out of 10. Yes. 7 out of 10. Scores on the doors. 8. Total to date 14. That's okay. I got a C. So that average. That's all right. At least you're there taking part. That's the main thing. You're in it. You've got to be in it to win it. So, right. Oh, here we go. Last round. So, on my test. Oh. That's all right. A C's, a pass. Here we go then. Right. Are you ready for the next round? These are quite involved questions I've got to read out. There's a lot to read out. So here we go then. Eyes down, looking for the last round. Question Enatuva. That's 21 in Norwegian. William the Conqueror had a son known as William Rufus, who became King William II. Was William Rufus the eldest son of William I, the second son of William I, or C, the third son of William I? I know for some it's probably going to be a guess. So question 21 then. William the Conqueror had a son known as William Rufus, who became King William II. Was William Rufus A, the eldest son of William I, B, the second son of William I, or C, the third son of William the first? Here's another long question. Question 22 then. King Alfred of Wessex, also known as Alfred the Great, fought a famous battle between the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings in May of 878 AD, Anno Domini. What was the name of the battle? I'll give you a tip, it's not Hastings. That was 1066. So question 22. King Alfred of Wessex, also known as Alfred the Great, fought a famous battle between the Anglo-Saxons and the Vikings in May of 878 Anno Domini AD. What was the name of the battle? That one will catch a few of you out, I'm sure. So question 23 then. How many kings of England ruled during the 100 Years' War? Sorry, I got a run. Thank you. Welcome, Cheryl. Catch you again soon. Hopefully I'll catch you all live soon as well. Take care. Love you lots. GTFN. Don't forget Thursday. So question 23 then. How many kings of England ruled during the 100 Years' War? So another true or false. Question 24. King William III, also known as William of Orange, couldn't speak English. You'd have to have a guess at this one. So, question 24, true or false? King William III, also known as William of Orange, couldn't speak English. Question 25. In the nursery rhyme, Old King Cole was a merry old soul, was King Cole real or a fictional character? So question 25 then. In the nursery rhyme, Old King Cole was a merry old soul, was King Cole real or a fictional character? (26) Which portly royal was said to have been depicted in the nursery rhyme Georgie Porgy? Georgie Porgy pudding and pie, kissed the girls and made them cry. That one. So, question 26 then. Which portly royal was said to have been depicted in the nursery rhyme Georgie Porgy? Question 27. The King James Version of the Bible was authorised during the reign of which King James? So question 27. The King James Version of the Bible was authorised during the reign of which King James? So question 28. What tinned food currently has a royal warrant and bears a biblical a biblical quotation on its label reading, "Out of the strong came forth sweetness"? So question 28 then. What tinned food currently has a royal warrant and bears a biblical quotation on its label reading, "Out of the strong came forth sweetness"? And the penultimate question, 29. Which vessel, favoured by the royal family, was decommissioned in 1997? And I'll give you an extra point if you can name the Prime Minister that did it. So question 29 then. Which vessel, favoured by the royal family, was decommissioned in 1997? And the last question of this week's quiz. Mike and Zara Tyndall have 3 children. What are their names? So Mike and Zara Tyndall have 3 children. What are their names? So, how do you think? Wow. How do you think you did today then? Did you think you did in all right? Is it, are you doing okay? Like the mug, I know. It's a great mug. It's mine because it's got my name on it. Check that out. Dun dun dun. Look. Brilliant mug, that. Brilliant mug. And it's even better because it's got a spot of spiced rum in it. Right, here we go then. I was down for some answers. The answer to question 21, here we go. The answer was C. The third son, the eldest son, became the Duke of Normandy, and the second son died. So if you've got C, the third son, good guess, unless you actually knew it, of course. So William the Conqueror's third son ended up the king, King William the Second. Always poachers for life. Brilliant, yes. Once a poacher, always a poacher. And don't own up to it when you get caught. There's a story about that. So, 5 out of 10. I haven't given you all the answers yet. Question 22. So Alfred the Great had a bit of a punch-up with the Saxons and the Vikings at the Battle of Edington. That's a tough one. So if you've got the Battle of Edington, you've done very well. Give yourself that big point and a thumbs up, obviously. So question 23. So there was 5 kings ruled during the 100 Years' War, and they were Edward III, Richard II, Henry IV, Henry V, and Henry VI. So if you've got 5, give yourself a point. If you can name them all, give yourself another point. So question 24 then. True or false? True. He failed to learn English and spoke Dutch. William of Orange. Yeah, he was a funny old sort, wasn't he? William of Orange. So if you got true, he couldn't speak English, give yourself a point. 25 then. Old King Cole was a fictional character. Of course he was. Old King Cole was a merry old soul. Question 26. Old Georgie Porgy was a Prince Regent, the late George the Fourth. Was he the one during the old Peninsular Wars? 40 shillings on the drum for all that volunteer to come to fight the foe another day over the hills and far away. Yeah, King George commands and we obey. Was it him? I think it was. Prince Regent. He was a Prince Regent, wasn't he? Right, so question 27 then. King James I of England. He authorised the Bible. There you go. Easy when you know how, isn't it? And then 28. You'll love this one. It was Tate and Lyle's golden syrup. Still to this day, it's got a royal warrant. How many people have got a tin of that in the cupboard? So if you've got Tate and Lyle's golden syrup, you've got that point and a thumbs up. So the last, or the penultimate question, Her Majesty's Yacht Britannia. And who decommissioned it? Who signed it off? Old Blair, wasn't it? Yeah, jealous sod. And then he promised a new one, didn't he? Did he deliver? Nah. Sent us to war though, didn't he? Got a medal because of him. In fact, I got a couple of medals because of him. So if you've got Her Majesty's Yacht Britannia, and you can still see her apparently up in Edinburgh. Is she in Edinburgh? I think she's in Edinburgh. Your Royal Yacht Britannia. So the last question then, boom. So the names of Mike and Zara Tyndall's kids, Mia, Lucas and Lena. Boom. How did you do? Did you do all right? Let's have a look, see what the scores are on the door. Hey, you're all winners. And I'll tell you why you're all winners, because you've taken part in this quiz. So if you enjoy the quiz, tell your muckers. Get them. Pitch yourself against them each week. So, how are we doing? So all you need to do then is sort out how many scored in that round and then overall. So Steph got 6 out of 10, 22 out of 30. That's pretty good. Brian, well done, mate. 4 out of 10. What was your overall score? Keith, 6 out of 10, grand total of 21. That's good. That's good going. That's well over halfway. That's 3/4 of a way. We did get 3 for all 3 children. We did get 3 for all. Good. Excellent. So what was your scores then? Well done, David. 8 out of 10. Brilliant. 6 out of 10. 22 out of 30. Well done. 22 out of 30. Good. Good, David. 16 out of 30. Well done, Leslie. 6 out of 20. Coming halfway through. You missed the first 10. You'll have to go back and do it. See how well you did overall then. Well, what can I say? Hope you've enjoyed the quiz as much as I have. The Duchess has been hard at work putting quizzes together. You mean you didn't guess the other answers? Well done, Brian. 14 out of 20. We've actually had 30 questions, you know that. Brilliant. 8 out of 10. 18 out of 30. Good work. That's well over half. Well over half. Congratulations to everybody. Well done. In my eyes, you're all winners. And the prize that money just cannot buy is my undying gratitude for taking part in the quiz. And I shall pass on your best to the old Duchess. She works hard at putting these quizzes together. She doesn't go out of a book or anything like that. Not like me. She makes them up. She thinks that the questions and then she researches it to make sure that they're correct. She doesn't muck about. 14 out of 30. That's pretty good going. That's sort of 50%. 20 out of 30. Well done, Valita. Terrible with pronunciations. Coco, I will give you a bell soon. You give me a shout. Are you going to come on the Thursday show at some stage, David? Have a watch of it this week. I've got a couple of guests coming on this week. Should be a really good show. You know where to find it. It's an important message that we're pushing out there. So next week, what we're doing next week? Next week we've got. I forgot what we got next week. Let me have a quick look. Go back. Oh God, I've been so busy putting these quizzes in because the way it works is every question has its own scene, so I have to change the scene all the time. It's just the way it works. So I've now gone back to the beginning so I can see what we've got coming up. So that tonight was a right royal quiz, and I think you agree it was a really good one. Next week, the 14th of March, I'm going to do a Mother's Day quiz. It's all around sort of mothers, which should be a really good one. The Duchess has been working hard and she's made some fun questions in there. The 21st of March, the week after, it's all about cats and dogs. It's raining cats and dogs. So I've had a look at some of the questions and they're funny. The 28th, we're going to do the Easter one, I think. And then on the 4th of April, I've got a summer quiz. I know it's a little bit early for the summer, but unless we come up with a different one, unless she gives up. You haven't said what sort of quizzes you want. Yeah, so let me know what sort of themed quizzes you want. She's happy to put themed quizzes together. She doesn't want to do general knowledge ones. She wants to use the old grey matter and put some stuff together. Good night for later. Thank you for joining. Great work. A great week. Thank you to Ro. And well done, Dad. Thank you. Food and drink. That's a good one. Food and drink. Because she's a bloody good cook, my missus. The old Duchess, she does look after me when it comes to food. Trouble is, she looks after me too well, and it's a constant battle keeping the weight off. It's so easy to eat crab. Right, so without too much further ado, I'm going to pull the pin. Again, thank you all so much for joining me in this terrific. I take it your minds are blown. Look, throwing money away. So there you go. I'd just like to thank everybody again for supporting me in this endeavour. I enjoy it, which is why I do it, and it makes it so much nicer when I get people joining in. So let your friends know, challenge them to the quizzes, and see how you do. Night all, stay safe. Thanks, Richard. Thanks, Keith. Thanks, Leslie. Speak to you soon. Love you lots. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.